Okay, so we are talking about writing a Python file. So in QML, if I have a QML file, then that file can be executed writing a C++ code, or it can be executed writing Python code. Okay, so why it becomes a matter of discussion is QML follows graphics view concept, where there is a model and there is a scene and there is a view. So model is the data and scene is a kind of fictitious background on which model will be drawn, and then finally it will come to the view. View means the final the reel inside the camera, or if you talk in Qt terms, then the widget or the window on which it will be drawn. Model, behind it is a fictitious scene, and scene will be mapped on views. So there can be many views, and there can be many model, there can be one scene. So this is typical graphics view architecture. So idea is in QML code, if you see QML side, then then model is converted to item, and view is converted to quick view. Finally, it is a widget. Okay, so there are two things that we can write in QML. Either we can start with item itself, and in Python code behind the scene we have to provide the view or widget on which item will be drawn. Typically, item is a kind of it's a type in QML, and there are many items are available, like rectangle or text edit or control and so many. Okay, but no one is a window. If we draw an item, we are drawing on a fictitious scene. There is no window. We are not drawing on any window. So in Python code, which actually forks the QML, which actually starts the QML, it has to provide the window. This is one idea. You write QML code just based upon the model in the graphic scene view or items or scene view concept in Python. So just someone can write code in QML starting with item. Item need to be drawn on a widget, on a view that will be provided in the Python code that executes the QML code. This is one idea. Another idea is in QML itself, window should be there. So typically it is a window. Window is a type in QML or class, and someone can use straightforward window, or he can use the derived one, that is application window. Application window, kind of main window in Qt widgeting system, where you have slots for the menu and a tab bar and a status bar and central widget and a central item and something like that. So QML code can be either item at top level, you can say the content, top level node, and or it can be a window directly. If it is a window, then Python code must not contain a window, because you are providing window in the QML code. If it is item, like you start with a rectangle, you start with a text, you start with a text edit. In that case, item need to be drawn on a widget or a view. So Python code can have view if QML starts with the root node is item. If root node is window, then view is not required. QML kind of application engine will work. Okay, so what is the idea behind here is, can we develop a generic Python code which would parse the QML file, and it would kind of instantiate application engine, QML engine, or Q quick view. If it is item starts with item, then it would take the Q quick view. If window or application window is provided, then straightforward it would instantiate engine. So we will develop now a Python a kind of main.py, and which would generically take up any QML code. Like if someone has in directory main.qml, then it will take by default, or we can specify any QML file as an argument, and then it would parse the file, and it would instantiate Q quick view or QML engine. So that main.py would work with any QML file. Not so we don't have to worry about what I need to do now. I have written a QML file. What Python code I have to write so that it will start the QML file. One generic file, it would work for every possible thing. In continuation to writing a generic Python file which would read all possible kind of QML file, separate QML file, separate Python code is not required. This is Linux Mint. Generic Python interpreter for QML file. This is what we will see. So we'll go point by point. That is the idea. So in QML is a graphics view concept, where technology it is called scene graph technology, where three things are there. One is item, that is the model view, model scene view, that is typically OpenGL concept. And then fictitious scene is there, that item is drawn on or model is drawn on. And then finally view is there, model scene view. So model here in QML is item, and scene is fictitious, then finally it will be drawn on a window. This architecture is different to a widget based architecture, where every drawing happens on a widget. So where in a scenario where too many items are there, then for every item, or say too many drawings are there, one widget for one drawing is not possible. So idea is that assemble all the drawings and in a one go draw on a window. So that is a bunch draw or batch draw or whatsoever. That is possible only in the model scene view design. So model is item, scene, and then window is the widget. In QML code, every QML file can have maximum one root node. So the main QML code, where the QML actually forks, where it has the entry point, and at that point the root node can be item itself. If it is an item, then it requires a window to be drawn. That window has to be provided on the Python side. If root node is window, then window is not required. Inside the window, we can have items. So this is required. So this can be window or window derived type. This can be item or item derived type. Item derived types are rectangle and control, like that, so many. And window derived type are like application window. So application window can contain items. Here item will be contained in a window that is provided on the Python side. If it starts with a window, then no need to have a window on Python side. We can start with QQML engine. Window derive can also be there. Application window, like a main window in Qt, where menu, taskbar, and toolbar, and central widget, so many feasibilities are there. So that we'll see now that what it is. Let's see the inheritance in QML. So we'll bring the UML diagram. We'll search for window that is in QML. Okay, so it is now visible. Window is a class in QML, and it instantiates QQuick window on Qt side, which derives from Q window, and it is a Q object in Q surface. So this is QML side. If we see closely, then one guy is deriving from window, and that is application window. So application window derives from a window. A window itself instantiates QQuick window, and that is a Q window. So after all, it is a widget. In a way, it's a window on which drawings can happen. Let's see item. Now item, if we see, item instantiate QQuick item that derives from Q object and QQML parser status. Item itself in QML side derives from Qt object which instantiate Q object. So this is the hierarchy. Item needs, there is no window involved. Item instantiates QQuick item, and that derives Q object. This proves that there is no window involved. So it requires a window. There are lots and lots of classes that derives from item in QML, and among them are like animated sprite and grid layout, column, so many row and rectangle, row layout, scene 3D, shape, signal spy, mouse area. So this is the architecture. Now certainly, now idea what we want to right now is what we are trying. We are trying to have a generic Python code. So Python code is different for both scenario. One will have QQML engine and other is Q window. So what we need is a single Python code, that is main.py or whatsoever, that would parse QML file and see its root node. Whatever root node is, accordingly it would instantiate QQML engine or QQuick view. So this is what we want in a test case. Python main.py, it should pick up main.qml, or explicitly we are passing the QML file, root QML file. That is the idea. We will write the code now. So we'll create a directory generic Python for QML. Okay, it's empty file. Okay, so we'll start the coding. We'll add all the packages first. From py side 6.qt core import py side qt quick import QQuick view.
from py side 6.qt quick qt GUI import q GUI application from py side 6 qt qml import qml application engine. So these three we would import. We import other like RE and sys. Okay, we'll start now. So if name equal to main app equal to q GUI application QML file. So this is the concept now we are seeing. If main.py is only there or anything.py, anything.qml should be taken up, or if one argument is provided, then that argument should be taken up. So QML file equal to sys.argv, if length sys.argv greater than 1, otherwise we'll trim it. So re substitute r dot py. If this is the case, then it would take first one in qm in sys.argv 0 plus dot qml. So this is the idea. Substitute one with. Now QML file is ready. Now we will do the actual substitution, actual regular syntax for matching the application window. So if it is application window or application window, it should start QQML application engine. Otherwise QQV. So we'll say if re.search, and here we would do okay. If it is not a comment, that we have to take care. If it is not a comment and then followed by like this, if window or application window, that behind before that it should not be commented, and if this is the case, QML file, we have to read QML file, open QML file. This is classic of Python. Open QML file and read, and flags equal to re.multi-line. If this is the scenario, so we talked about forward slash means single line comment. Now double line comment and not re.search. So we'll see double line comment. If this is the scenario, not by, end by, okay. It is little tricky. Then same story, window. Okay, so this is again open QML file.read with flags equal to re.all or re.search. So we'll describe what's going on, and then not like this. Python regular expression is highly matured. re.all. Okay. What we are trying to do is, if there is an application window or a word behind it, that may be application window or any derived type, and it should not be followed by a comment, and if there is a comment, then if there is a multi-line comment, and after that there is no ending of there is no end of multi-line comment, then and it follows by a window, that we don't want, not a research. Or if there is a comment somewhere that is ending a comment, after that there is no beginning of comment, and then we are getting the window that we want. So that is the scenario here. Now we'll do QQ application engine equal to QQML application engine.load else engine equal to quick view engine dot set resize mode q size root object to view engine dot set source QML file engine dot show. Now we are starting executing the GUI application. Okay, so this is the code. We imported QQ quick view, QGUI application, QQML application engine, and then if it is a main, means it is running as a main script, not as library. We instantiated QGUI application, QML file we set, and after that we do a search if it is a window, and behind that there is no comment, and if there is a comment and multi-line comment, and after that there is no ending of multi-line comment, and again window starts, that we don't want. Or if somewhere comment has ended and after that there is no comment, beginning comment, in that case we want. So we want, and then, so this is Python. In one line we are reading the file, and in one line, single line comment, multi-line comment, everything we checked in one line. Otherwise, in other languages, we needed to write kind of 20-30 lines of code. And QQML application engine load QQML file or QQV set resize mode, size root object to view. Okay, set source. See, if there is a namespace, class, pointer, and so many, but in Python it's only one dot. There is no arrow, or there is no single dot, and there is no double colon or something like that. And then set source QML file, show it. Try this. We'll open the file. Okay, so this is what we have written. We described it also. This is through syntax highlighting. We have strings here. So we can identify that we have written correctly. Now, first test case is this. It should pick up same thing. So we'll say add main.qml, import qt quick, import qt quick dot controls, application window, and width 400, height 400, and it is followed by visible equal to true, and then color probably green. So Python main, oh, so we have two files, main.py and main.qml. It is taking. Now let's go ahead and here I'll make it rectangle. Same code should work. Now we are commenting it. It should come. Okay. We'll check if we are really doing it without any error. So we would do here we'll do a print QQML application engine, and here it would be qquick view. Okay, so qquick view is coming into the picture. This is what we wanted. Main.qml. Now QQ application engine should come. Okay. Now let's have a multi-line comment. Okay, there is a compilation error. Expected string or byte like. So we'll see why it is not byte like. Are correct. Okay, so we'll try again. Okay, so we'll try again. Read. Read. Okay, so we'll try again. So it is quick view. Now main.qml. If I have another application engine window here and then I comment it. Okay, so this is what is desired. If I comment it and okay, so main.py is working. Now as per the design, we'll bring the main.py here. So this is, I'm sorry, main.qml here. So this is the code we wrote. We made a comment, we made second comment, then rectangle, and previous to that also we tried all permutation combination. Now we'll try the second one, this one. So we would now rename it main.qml to some my rect.qml, and we'll try python 3 main.py my rect.qml. It works. Okay, so that is the idea of the writing a generic file. File is here.